Hi people, how are you today? I thought I'd make a short video just for fun. So I've been doing a lot of serious programming, and now this is just going to be a fun video, and it's going to be probably a short video. So the first thing I wanted to do was show you CLS, and you can, every time you use CLS with a number, it puts a different color on the screen. I think you can go all the way up to 8, CLS 9, but once you, and here's the Easter egg that I was talking about. So you can do CLS 0 through 8. CLS 0 is black, and then you have 8 colors, and then you have white. So CLS 1, CLS 2, CLS 3, CLS 4, CLS 5 is white, CLS 6, 7, CLS 8. So there's 8 colors. There's 2 color sets. When you're on the graphics screen, you get 2 color sets to choose from. Each have 4 colors. But when you're in text mode, you can use all of them, including CLS 0, which is black, and CLS 5 is white. But if you go past CLS 8, it says Microsoft. So that's the hidden Easter egg. I don't know if you guys already know that or not. CLS 10. So anything past CLS 8, CLS 20, it will say Microsoft up here. Okay, alright. And I think there's another one. If you put in Radio Shack, if you type in Radio Shack, nope, that's not it. Let's see, Radio Shack. Nope, it gives me an error. So that's not it. I think if you type in Tandy, no, that's not it either. Huh. Maybe it's Color Computer. There you go. You see that, guys? I knew there was another one. So this is another Easter egg. Okay. If you type in Color Computer and press enter, it just says okay. So I think that's pretty neat. They have 2 apparent. There's probably more, but these are the 2 that I know of. I could have sworn that there was another one that said Tandy when you did something, and I thought it might have been when you put in Radio Shack, but that's not it. So if you type Color Computer, it'll just say okay. And if you type CLS 9 or higher, it'll say Microsoft. So those are the 2 Easter eggs, okay, that I know about. I believe there's another one, but I don't know how to do it. I think it said Tandy, but I don't know how to get that one to work. So that's the first part of the video. The second part of the video is playing with CHR $. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4A equals 0 to 255, because most things have a range to 255, like sound 255. Well, I have to put a timer on it. Sound 255 is the highest sound you can make, and sound 0, you can't, there's no 0. I guess it goes from 1 to 255. 1, that's the lowest sound it can make. But anyways, just like the screen, the graphic screen goes from 0 to 255. The range for most things is 255. It's very common. So what I'm doing this for is the reason is CHR $ maxes out at 255. So what I'm going to do here is display, I think you have to put print CHR $A and then edit 3, and I want to put this thing there so they'll all be side by side. If you put a colon there, actually that's a semicolon, it'll print in a list, it'll print in rows. If you didn't put that there, it would print in a list, and that wouldn't be any good. So we're going to put next A and run. I'm going to put a CLS in there. My 0 trick again, where you can put something on top if you start at number 1 and you need an extra space up there. So let's run this. And now what it did is it just printed out a list of everything that this computer can generate on a text screen. So we have the alphabet up here, which are all uppercase. Everything in black would be printed in lowercase. If you had a printer, that's what that's for. And another way to enter that mode is by pressing Shift 0. So now I can write in black. And if you had a printer, it would print in lowercase, and that's what that's for. And then you press Shift 0 again, and you go back to regular text. Now, this is a nice, all the color sets are represented here. So now that I did that, I'm going to write a 2-line program which will make a pattern on the screen. I could use the slashes, but it doesn't really work that well. It works better on a Commodore 64 because the Commodore has many more characters and you can make a neat pattern on the screen. So what I think I'm going to do for this computer is use a CHR $ value. But there's 255 of these things on the screen right now, and I'm not sure where CH $ starts. I don't know how many across it goes. So I want to pick like maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30. It looks like it displays 32 characters from left to right. So this would be, I'll have to get a calculator out, but trying to pick something that would make a cool design. Maybe, let's see. God, I don't know. Print CHR $100. Oh, print CHR $100. Okay, so that's D. 100 would be right here. Let's print CHR $200. See where that is. That looks to be about right here, if I'm not mistaken. So if that's 100 and that's 200, this would be 132, 164. Print CHR $164. So we'll use these two. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to type new. And I'm going to do line number 1 CLS. CLS, we'll make it white. CLS 5. And the program part is going to be random number. Now I think it's random number. If you usually you'd put random 10, or you'd put some round number in there, at least 2 or higher. But I think if you do random 1, and I'm going to test this, you'll get a decimal, and actually you don't. So it's random 0, guys, okay? If you print a random number from 0, it gives you a decimal, and it can be any decimal. So that's another thing you might not have known. So let's see, we're going to edit 1, and we're going to put A equals random 0. Now this is only a 2-line program, and I accidentally erased my character sets, so I don't remember what they were. Print CHR $, I think it was 164. Yep. And print CHR. I'm lucky I have a good memory. Those were the two I was using. The problem with this computer is you can't scroll up. Once the list gets past this point, it's gone. On other computers, it would have saved that list, as long as you didn't clear the screen, as an accumulated list. But this computer is tough. So what it's going to do is it's going to clear the screen, generate a random decimal, and then line number 2, well actually, yeah, line number 2, it's only be a 2-line program. I'm going to put if A is less than point, wait a minute, if A is greater than or equal to 0.5, then print CHR $164, else print CHR $200, go to 1. Alright, except for this I'm going to have to make this a 3-line program because it won't work like that. If I did it that way, it would clear the screen every time. So I could scrunch this. I can't make it a 2-line. I could, but I want the background to be white. So what this is going to do, it's going to generate a random decimal, If the decimal is greater than or equal to 1/2, it's going to print this character. Otherwise, it will print the other character. So let's see what happens when I run this. And let's see. What is going on here? Oh, Lord. I know what's going on. We're going to have to kill this. We're just going to put go to 1 and run this. And that didn't work. List it. Edit. 2. Oh. Now I had this working before. And it's just giving me trouble right now. Here we go. So isn't that cool? We're getting this pattern now. And I don't know why the background is green, but I'm going to leave that alone. So we're getting some kind of a crazy pattern that alternates depending on what decimal it picks. And some of these look 3D because of the blue enhanced, like the white shadowed by the blue and the black. It kind of has a 3D effect, almost like a kaleidoscope or something. So if I break the program and list it, it's just a very short program. I was trying to do it in 2 lines, but it ended up being 4. And why I'm not getting a white background, I start off with a white background, but then it turns green after a while. So I did start off with a white background, and I can't change that because once it expires, it will turn green. And to be honest with you, it would be tough to keep it a white background because I think you would have to keep reissuing this statement somehow. And I'm not sure how many lines it is. I know there's 32 characters because I counted them. I'm not sure how many lines. You'd have to do a nested loop, and after 32 lines it would clear the screen as white again. I mean, that's my best guess. So, sorry, I seem to have a little bit of a cold right now. I'm on vacation, and I went in the water yesterday, and I had my shoes off, and it was pretty cold still. I'm vacationing up in Maine. I don't know how many people have connections in the state of Maine, but it's still very cold up here right now at this time of year. I'm from Connecticut, so it's a lot warmer there right now than it is up here. And so I got my feet wet, and I might have caught a little bit of a cold or something. So I'll be coming back soon. And so that's it for this video, I guess. I don't want to make it too long. I just wanted to point those things out, and I hope you learned something. And have a good day, and that's the end of this video. Let me know any comments or what you think of this, okay? Alright guys, take it easy.